Co.
Teletraco.
Hopefully, we
Teletraco.
are back live. Yay!
Well, there's always a chance.
Hooray.
Yep, we're back live.
Woo!
Do apologise for that. Still got some teething problems over here because it's a new system and as things happen. So the Belter woman. So just to recap, you are trying to rename your new ship that you acquired. It's currently painted in a bright rainbow colour, and you're calling it the what now? Sorry.
We're gonna go with the Stella Dracov.
Stella
Draco.
Draco, like that.
Yeah, I literally put it down as well.
That is awesome. So
Alright.
so type it into the hand terminal. Wait a few seconds. There's a beep, and that is now the name of your ship.
I'd like to sort of take her aside. Is there any way we can dial down on the paint? I know that it's been started and all, but we don't really want to stand out that much.
It might take a couple more days to get it how you want it, but I'm sure we can do that for you.
Excellent. Absolutely wonderful. Don't worry, it's still going to be a rainbow, but dot down, dot down.
Okay.
Because right now it's hurting my eyes.
And as you're discussing this, from the back of the docking bay, two men wearing black suits enter and come towards you. And as you get,
Oh,
and
he
as,
was actually not paying attention because she's secretly spraying a dragon inside the ship.
How? That's outside.
you are outside at the moment. The ship's in the docking bay.
Oh, dear God. All right.
Oh, fucking hell, it's the G-Men.
And as they get closer, you see that they're wearing little plastic badges. One of them is called one of them has Elder Xiao-Chan, and the other one has Elder Jones.
Oh, fucking hell.
We got the Mormons.
And the one with the badge, Elder Jones, says, excuse me, I wonder if we could talk to you for a moment?
Look, with no offense here, we don't want no books. We don't want any of that lot. We appreciate that you're going around trying to spread the good word, as it were, but we're not so interested.
Oh no! It's not about that. It's not about that. Our leader, Apostle Birch, he sent us to find you. He wants to speak to you about an urgent matter.
I'm gonna sort of lean back to the rest of the group here. Have any of you heard of this Birch?
Well, have any of us heard of this book?
You probably wouldn't have heard of this Birch person.
Kara, will you stop spraying that goddamn dragon and come over?
What?
We got a decision to make. These people are saying that it's...
It's possible employment!
Okay. And draws a big, massive tongue out of this dragon's mouth.
The Belter mechanic at this side is just face palming by now. What have I got myself into here?
I'm just sort of mouth into him. Just paint over it. Paint over it.
What's going on?
Right. These here gentlemen, they're they say that a particular person by the name of Birch wants to see us. Don't suppose you've heard of him?
Wait. What do I know what these look like again? Jeff?
Dark suits, plastic name badges. Elder Xiao-Chan and Elder Jones.
Really?
Apparently so.
I mean, I'm assuming this Apostle Birch has paying employment for us.
Yeah, I like to be paid for this, you know.
Well, hang on a sec. We don't know exactly what this is about here. That's a good point.
They've come to us while we're in the middle of our time off, and they want us to do some shit. Come on.
Hold on. I mean, at the moment, they just want a conversation. What exactly is this about, gentlemen?
It's a very sensitive matter, although but the Apostle did tell us that he is willing to pay for your services.
Oh, hell.
Looks smug.
All right. Just you be careful. You don't know what services he's asking to be paying for. I've heard about some of these church types.
Yeah, that piece of shit.
They look confused at what you're saying. Don't know what you're talking about.
Sure.
Sure, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yay, a piece of shit.
Anyways, I think should we? But we're still gotta wait for the rest of the paint job to be
Yeah,
done,
we got a
so,
few days to wait, so we might as well talk.
Yeah.
All right. All right, gentlemen, lead on.
Okay, and they lead you through the through the station, through the streets of Tycho.
Birds. I'm really hungry right now. Can we just at least go and get something to eat before we do this?
Yeah.
Yes, you can go and there's like cafes and noodle stands along the way. You can go and get some food.
You know what? That's a damn good point. Come on, we're gonna get something to eat. You come with us for the time being. Sit down and wait. If it's that important, you can wait for us, can't you?
Well, we've been waiting about a month now. I don't suppose a bit more would make any difference.
Yeah, because
Been
we're
waiting a
fucking
month.
hungry. I'll let the apostle explain.
My dear boy, I think it's about time that perhaps you start telling us a few more details.
We don't know any more details. You were just told what we did. What we did hear was that you helped the Luong family a while back with their problem on Ganymede. One of the Luongs is a member of our church, and they spoke very highly of you. And the apostle sent us out to try and find you.
Yeah, I
What's
see.
all that noises?
is all the eating.
Well, that certainly sounds interesting.
So, will you come with us?
Well, let us finish our breakfast here first, and then we'll
some
head on
bacon
our
then.
way.
He's just shoveling down some like yakisoba. I'm even.
All right, at this
You're-
point, I'm just having a cup of coffee.
You haven't eaten anything again.
I don't need anything to eat right now. I'm happy. I'm
Why?
where I am. I'm happy at the moment, darling. It's fine.
Gives you the rest of my bacon sandwich.
But no, you wanna eat. You
You need to be
do it.
fapped up, mate. Just like start shoveling on some of these noodles on top of the bacon sandwich.
It's okay. All I want is a cup of I tell you what, these two gents, you two, you look hungry, eat. You had my noodle bacon sandwich thing.
It's still a bit early for us, but and the other guy just like go, I don't care, just like start shoveling it in.
Oh, that's good to see.
Yeah, see, there's a boy. Yeah.
Well, at least if nothing else, it goes to show it's not part of the cult.
Yep. Okay, so time passes, and can we say you finished your breakfast?
Wipes off the mess around his mouth. Of
And whatever you do, I do not want to see you plucking in another egg. Okay?
no eggs. Fine, no eggs.
I promise you, I will make you a target practice machine, which will be as gory as possible, but no eggs.
Well, whatever.
And
Just kind of, as everyone else is leaving, he hangs behind and just winks at the guy who has the noodles. He's like, yeah, I'll get your eggs ready.
So the two Mormons will lead you through the station, and you do get some funny looks because the people around you are used to seeing the Mormons that's standing at the corners preaching, but to see to see them and to see you, a big bulky belter, a girl with red hair, and a Martian affecting a cowboy accent, it's quite quite an odd sight.
Looks like we're kidnapping him.
Sorry,
Did you say a girl with red hair?
I think I said purple hair.
No, you said red hair.
I said
You
red
did?
hair. I did.
It's pink.
It's pink. It's kind of red.
It's bright as pink. Okay, it's not like baby.
I'm gonna say. Well, maybe you got some paint on it. That's what I'm gonna say for that.
You know what, Jeff? You and me, we're gonna have to sit down and learn our colors. Apparently.
Very well. Pink hair.
I hate colors. God damn it.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
red and blue and pink, and that's it.
Yeah, I hate you. That doesn't help. That's not the way.
There's red and blue and green. If you mix them all together, you get everything else.
Just get like a
Eventually, they lead you to a to their church, and as you walk through the door, it's all very very high voltage ceiling, rows of pews. There's a pulpit at the front. They take you behind the door, and they lead you to an office, and one of them knocks on the door, and a voice on the side says, "Yes, come in, please." And he opens the door, and inside is this lavishly appointed office. There's a big oak desk in the center. There's
Ooh.
you can see paintings. You can see like screens alongside the room on the walls of the room, and they show scenes like traditional like rural scenes, like paintings of farmland with a barn and people in traditional dress farming on it. Another one has rolling hills, rolling seas.
Jeff,
yeah.
is there anything worth stealing in there?
Let me finish describing.
Okay, cool.
At the back of the room, there's a glass case, locked glass case, very ornate, with a Bible in it, and it's a proper paper book Bible. Don't think any of you have seen a paper book for a long time. It looks pristine. On the desk is a very well-worn copy of the Book of Mormon. In fact, it's very well thumbed. There's a couple of statues. There's a golden statue of an angel blowing a trumpet. There's a statue of what looks like a ship, which looks like a big drum. And sitting at the desk is an elderly person. He looks very statesman-like, and he looks up as he comes in and goes, "Ah, yes, thank you for coming."
Is there anything worth stealing now?
Everything's probably worth stealing, but you've got this guy looking at you all the time.
Damn it.
So he motions to the other two people, says, "That'll be all, thank you," and they leave. And he motions to seats in front of you for you to sit down.
Ah, thank you.
I'm good standing.
I may at least sit myself right down, take off my hat.
As you wish. Before we begin, I have to ask, are you with the OPA at all?
The what now?
The OPA. I take it from the answer that you're not, but the OPA, the Outer Planets Alliance.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah, no.
That's good.
We're not with them. We're trying to pull ourselves together in our own way.
I'm very glad to hear that. We've had some run-ins with the past. I'm sure you've heard the news. We're currently not very friendly with the OPA.
I see.
I'll come straight to the point. Have you heard of the Navu project?
I can't say that I have.
Doesn't spring to mind.
I'm going to say you may have done in passing because it's been all over the news recently. What you would have briefly, the background is the Mormons wanted to create a huge generational ship to go out beyond the confines of the solar system. So they had built this huge ship like a drum. It would carry everything: farmland, gravity, sunlight, everything they needed. Only the OPA stole it and fired it at the Eros asteroid.
All right.
So, big buggered up ship.
Yes, and the Mormons are currently trying to sue the OPA and Fred Johnson for and try and get their ship back. But the Apostle Birch tells you this. Basically says, but despite the fact that we've lost the ship, the project continues. It was a project to try and find ways to extend life to make space travel, long distance space travel, more feasible. And two of our top scientists have gone missing. He presses a button on his desk, and two holograms appear in front of it.
Wow, that there's quite impressive for a Mormon. Oh dear God.
Oh, damn, that looks pretty ugly. Who the fuck are these guys?
What the fuck happened to Dr. Cherry?
I'm sorry. Outside of game, that picture reminds me a lot of a friend of mine.
It is staring into my soul. I don't like it.
I had a limited pool of pictures to choose from, and this was in a pack I got. So deal with
It literally looks like my friend in a wig. I don't understand.
They've been at their work. They've been working a long time. So
Apparently, Dr. Cherry definitely fucking has.
anyway, he presses the button and the hologram says, "Please." So these are Dr.
Oh,
Seri.
thank God, my eyes.
Dr. Seri and Dr. Bragenholm have they've disappeared. Dr. Bragenholm went missing 3 months ago. Dr. Seri went missing 3 weeks ago.
All right. And you think that these are related?
We don't know. Dr. Bragenholm, she was the first one who went missing. She was very reclusive. She didn't have any family here. She kept herself to herself, and nobody really noticed when she left until a couple of weeks after she failed to turn up. And but We all thought she'd found a better job offer somewhere else. Dr. Seri, however, he had a family on Earth and he went back to visit them from time to time. We thought he'd gone back to visit them this time, but he never showed up. In fact, it was one of his friends, a man by the name of Aris Khan, who called us to let us know, to tell us that he seemed to have disappeared.
Well, I've got to say that sounds strange. I'll admit.
A little bit odd.
I can send you over some details about the two scientists, and he send you over some details. They both worked on another project. They were both interested in genetics and nanotechnology and cryogenics, that sort of thing.
Interesting.
I think his friend Aris Khan may know more if you want to go and visit him.
That is
I reckon that might be a good idea.
Okay, he gives you an apartment address, which isn't too far from the church.
Okay. Is there anything else you need to know, or?
I'm sure Mr. Khan will be able to tell you more than I can.
And so, who was he? So he's friends with that Dr. Kerry Seri.
Only Dr. Seri, yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So.
Okay. So you're going to what are you going to do?
Might as well go over there and see who this con guy is.
Very well.
I have to agree with you there.
So you step back out into the street. As you step back out into the street, actually, could you make perception checks for me, please?
Fuck no.
Brickev, you can add intuition to it.
I can add in fucking hell.
What perception you say?
Perception, yep, and Brickev can use intuition. If anybody else has intuition, they can use it. I don't think you have. Brickev.
No, I don't.
I don't know anything.
No modifiers. I'm assuming.
No, result 12.
Submit. 14.
Okay, Brickev and Bert, Brickev in particular, as you leave the church, you feel like you're being watched. And you turn around and you see a girl. She must only be in her early 20s. She's got scraggly blonde hair. She's got tattoos across her forehead. She seems to be looking at you, but then when she sees you, she quickly runs off and disappears from sight.
Well, you guys looking at
See that?
No.
Well, I've got to say that's kind of weird. I reckon we should go and try and find her.
There's just a mass of people. She just
You telling me there's no chance in hell that we can't find her?
I'm saying
Who cares?
if she's watching you, she may find you again a bit later on.
Sorry, I just.
Wow. Okay, back to your. So, if you're going to see Ares Khan.
Ares Khan.
Yep.
So you find the apartment quite easily. You go and knock on the door.
I
Brian.
Knocky,
just
knock,
slam
knock.
the door open.
Brian.
Yes.
There's a knock at your door.
Yeah, like Brickev is doing like full on police knock, like just like fist
Like,
on the.
Like Kira and Brickett are doing it. Like, open up!
Will you two calm down? Like, for crying out loud.
Your door open, or do you want to open it?
Hello, who's there?
Well, we've been suggested that we should come and see you regarding two particularly disappearing scientists.
I see, and who might those scientists be?
Well, one resembles a troll doll.
One looks like an idiot.
That would be Dr. Bragenholm and Dr. Siri.
Dr. Sarah just looks really ugly.
And old.
He's an old
It's very
university
something.
friend of mine. He can't help if he's...
Look, we're not here to discuss. Well, I'm not here to discuss personal looks of people. Though I must admit, I do like the troll fashion design. It seems quite an interesting one. Nonetheless, we understand that you might be able to give us a bit more information about their disappearance. You see, we've been tasked to try and find them.
Yes. The last time I met him was, well, well, you see, he had been approached for a job offer from Pope Sanchez Shipping. He turned it down to stay with the Nauvoo project.
Ah, I see.
And just to interject here, you guys may have probably heard of Sanchez Shipping. They're another shipping company similar to what you've worked for before. They do courier services. They do passenger transport from place to place.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, they want a scientist.
Well, there's always a chance they could need a scientist for the sake of the journey or whatever they're transporting. But all the same, I don't suppose you, my friend, would happen to know anyone or any reason why these two might have someone want to make them disappear?
Well, let's see here.
I don't suppose you'd like to open the door now. You know, maybe this conversation could be a bit easier.
Yes, 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 so let me do that. Just opens the door.
And you just see like a pink hair girl just like steps right into your face with a bit of a pissed off look.
I sort of just pull Kira. You'll have to excuse her. Not very good at the first impressions.
You're fine. She's fine. My sisters are like that all the time.
Oh. You hear that? Tons of sisters. It's got to be on the right track, right? Now, in regards to the information you were trying to yammer for the door.
Yes, well, you see, we haven't seen each other in over a month, haven't heard from him at all. Well, he was approached for a job offer from Pope Sanchez Shipping. He turned it down to stay with the Nauvoo project,
Right.
and now it's like he's vanished. I'm worried about him.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're worried about him. That shows you got yourself a good soul there. When it comes down to you mentioned obviously this Pope's transportation company of sorts. I don't suppose you think there's anything nefarious going on around that way, do you? They're not doing anything under the table, a bit behind the books, if you know what I mean.
And it's all jolly good to repeat rumors, but I haven't really heard any.
Yeah.
Besides the usual.
That surprises me, to be honest. Usually a company of any kind of size would have at least a form of rumor going around it. For there not to be any at all, that's
means they've got a very good PR department.
Well, yeah, but it makes you wonder what on earth they're covering up.
Oh, they're covering everything up.
Oh, I know. I mean, I've heard a few rumors about them, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. That's just religious taps. Well, I suppose we should be taking a look at this here company here. Is there anything else which you might be able to tell us, perhaps about these two individuals? What were they like? What did they actually work in? What were their specialties?
I didn't tell this part.
We didn't really talk shop a lot, but Dr. Bragenholm worked a bit in toy design on some occasions, like working with throne dolls.
Yeah, I was going to say, you wouldn't happen to have been those that famous.
Oh, isn't that quite interesting?
I'm regretting certain life choices, I'll just say that.
I must admit, for the sake of the troll dollars, which is back in the ancient, was he the one who brought them back to popularity?
Well, I don't like to talk about that sort of thing, but yes, he did.
Or is he ashamed about it? I mean, to be honest, that's a damn good thing if he's brought that back. It's been smiles to the children.
And to make himself look like one as well is your fault.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
that part I was
oh,
trying
he
not to
didn't make
talk
himself look like one. He just looks like that naturally.
Oh, does he? Oh.
Oh, really? Well,
Before,
that's-
before this derails completely, Pope Sanchez is quite a famous shipping company. You can find information about them on any terminal.
All right, I'm going to do some research here on my terminal and try and find out. Or get
just-
to the closest one
bad,
and sort of hack in.
You have a bed. I really feel so like I'm tired.
Yo, go ahead. It's a jolly good bed.
Wait. Guys, into your bed.
Oh,
See you later,
right.
suckers.
You see, you complain about me, but I'd never fucking do that.
Just stop shooting the eggs and you'll be fine. Now, where's your closest terminal?
Oh, it would be on the table over there.
Thank you very kindly. If I could get a cup of coffee up here, that'd be much obliged.
I don't really drink coffee, but I do drink tea. What do you want? Green, ice, unborn sea turtle?
Wait, what?
It's an unborn sea turtle tea.
Yes, but it tastes more like unborn octopus pudding.
Wow. Belters have some
I-
strange
gotta
tastes
say
out
that-
here.
That's certainly a curious concoction there. I think I'll go with the green tea. That sounds delightful.
Iced tea, please.
Very well. Jolly good. I'll get you some iced tea and some green tea.
Thank you kindly. Right, I'm now going to go and check that terminal.
Okay, so doesn't take very long. You get to the main marketing page for Pope Sanchez Shipping. Go through all the usual marketing, offering services, courier services, cargo services. There's a paragraph. The company's primary shareholders and founders are Sebastian Pope and Enrique Sanchez, who merged their smaller shipping companies to form Pope Sanchez Shipping.
Interesting.
Sanchez is mostly retired to his lunar estate. Pope is still very active in the business world and has controlling interests in a number of companies, including Vector Security.
Right.
You also find some listings of upcoming ships that have ships that they use. If you want to dig a bit further, can you make me a technology check?
Absolutely.
Dig.
That's a 16.
That would do very nicely. So you find listings of some ships, and you start looking at you start looking at their flight dates and journeys that they've been on. You find one ship, the Ebenezer Hazard, and as you look and when you read its journeys, you see that it was docked on Tycho at both occasions. The scientist went missing, one 3 weeks ago and one 3 months ago. It's been here and back a few times since, but those are the two that stand out.
Interesting. And the name of that one was again, sorry?
It's the Ebenezer Hazard.
The Ebenezer Hazard.
You right there, Brian?
Yeah.
He's choking on his unborn turtle tea.
Yeah. It's
Strong stuff. There's no denying that.
Yes, it's an acquired taste.
For the sake of it, whilst taking a look at the technology side of things, are there any rumors about this company showing a bit more of its darker side?
I'll keep the same check for that. You can, as you start digging, you find some links to Vector Security that that some people are saying that people are going missing. Not just the odd person here or there. They all seem to be and they seem to be related scientists, but related in different fields.
Right, let's see. And what field is that generally that they're missing in? Is it toy making?
Is it what? No, not quite toy making.
the troll division.
Troll division.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
It'll never go away, Jeff. It'll never go away.
mainly cryogenics.
Cryogenics.
Genetics. Research to do with extending life.
Right, in which case, I'm getting a lot of interest when it comes down to this special life extension space journey they're coming up with. I haven't really put much thought in it before, but it seems that there's a few scientists being forced to.
If you look again at the ship listings, you see that the Ebenezer Hazard is in fact in dock in Tycho at this very moment.
Perhaps we should be paying it a visit. What do you think, guys? Kira, will you wake up?
Well, I am awake. I'm just laying here.
I know that statement. I know what happens next. It's a comfy bed. I get it. We've been in that.
It comes along with I'm just resting my eyes, and then
Throws a pillow. I throw both pillows at Bert and Bricketh.
Look, we need to make a decision just before this place it flies the coop. Are we going to go and check on it?
well, looks like we've got to. It's our only real lead.
Well, exactly. This
Kira
Ebenezer Hazard.
Kira comes out of the bedroom with just the blanket wrapped around her and say, I think we should go.
You can't take his blanket with you.
I'm not. I'm just cold.
I can't. I'm going to buy you a coat some point. I'm going to get you a coat.
She's actually lying. She just thinks the bed is so comfy.
You know, I'm going to get you a coat one day, but right now we need to go, okay?
No, I think just we need a better bed.
I agree we need a bed, but in order to do that, we need to gain the money so we can upgrade everything. Now, put the nice gentleman's bedding back.
She just puts it on the floor and just goes.
I said put it back. We're being nice and civil-like.
Takes the pillows back and the blanket back, and she actually makes a really nice, decent tidy of the bed. It actually looks like a housemaid had done it, and it's perfect.
That's much better. Thank you, darling.
Middle
I'll
finger.
just whisper to a new friend that, yeah, I know that was going to be destroyed when I get back now, but still, all for the good. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So you guys are heading to the docking bay. Ares, would you like to go with them?
Yes.
Whoa. Hang on a second. Where are you going?
Round you see, my good chap, I am deeply concerned and want to do everything I can to find my friend.
Well, hang on a second. All right. Now I have no issue taking it on a person who knows how to handle themselves. Are you such a person?
I am a Mars fencing champion, my good man.
Fencing. Right, fencing. Yeah, we've come across a lot of people. We've certainly come across a lot of people fencing, ain't we, guys?
Look, Bert, if he comes with us, that's not our problem. If he dies, he dies. Typical as that, right?
Well, I don't want civilians dying on our watch. It's got a bad reputation to it.
You know, if they want to come,
I mean, do you want to sign a waiver or something? It's
all right. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna pull out a scrap of paper here and scribble down that should I die along the way, I gave no responsibility to the crews of the Star Dragon, the Stella Draco, or anything along those lines. Basically, I want to write out a nice legal document covering our ass should the worst happen to you. You understand? I want you to understand 100% that you come along with us and something bad happens to you, you hold nothing against us. Is that right?
Of course, my good man.
Right. All right. Just sign here for us, will you?
All right.
And here, and twice here.
Sign.
But God, how do you know about this?
What?
Have you signed these? I know. I need to learn some more about you guys. I really do. All right, fine. All right, that'll do. That looks nice and handy. I'll fold that up and that's it tucked away nicely in my pocket. Right.
Okay, so you wish to make your way down to the docks?
I think we do.
Commence Operation Meat Shield!
So you make your way down to the docks, and as you get there, you quite easily find the ship, the Ebenezer Hazard. But you see that it's locked down and it's closed up. There's no one there.
What the?
Well,
If you look, there's a terminal nearby that may tell you where what its current status is and where its crew is.
I'll take a look. See.
Okay. After a few moments of tapping away, you find that the crew consists of 2 pilots and 1 guard, and they are currently at. They're staying at a hotel near the port.
Yeah, I see. How far away is the hotel?
Not very far, about 20-minute walk.
Right.
Might as well get on with it.
Do you want to check if there's any more information you can find here before you go after them?
I'd like to have a shot and see if there's anything useful.
Okay, well, since you're in the docks, you make me a navigation down here. Do any of you have navigation?
Hang on.
You're probably not.
I'll take a piloting check for this one just to give other people something to do. Kira, can you make a piloting check? Piloting check.
Piloting check?
Yep.
I don't. Where?
It's in your under dexterity. Probably twisting it a bit here, but we'll take it.
I should probably hope she has piloting. She's been the one piloting the damn ship.
So, yeah, since you've been piloting the ship for a bit, and Bert's been piloting the ship, you roughly know how long it takes to get from Tycho to the various places that the Ebenezer Hazard has been to. Like Ganymede, Luna, you know roughly how long it takes.
Mm-hmm.
But occasionally you see that some of the journeys take a bit longer than you'd expect.
Yeah.
They take about 24 hours longer than you'd expect them to take.
Okay.
And again, if you cross-reference them with the dates the scientists went missing, again, there's a match.
Huh.
Right.
There we go.
You know, I've really got to compliment that lovely brain of yours. Figuring that out is beautiful. Right. I guess it's about time that we end up getting some answers. What do you think?
Indeed we do.
Right.
Jolly good.
Right. The options that we have here. We can either go over to that hotel and try to find that information direct from a source, or we can try and break into their ship and find some information there.
Oh, you're speaking my language there a bit.
Oh, I know, honey. But what do we all fancy?
I like to go in their ship. I like to bust in their ship.
I mean, ship at least means we're not going to get lied to.
Yeah, that's true. Then again, it's hard to torture a ship.
It is hard to torture a ship.
Not if the ship is sentient.
Well, that's
Of course, that's another story.
Yeah, that's not quite the.
I was going to say, if we come across a sentient ship, I think that's one we need to convince to come onto our side. But in the meantime, all right, I think we're going to try and find a way to bust our way subtly into this ship.
Okay.
Is there anyone on this yard who might be?
There's a couple of belted deckhands filling
It's
around.
like you say you just need to get subtly into this ship, and I just like imagine a smash cut of.
There are a couple of deckhands around, yes, belters. So, yep.
Are they paying much attention?
They're just going about their business mainly.
All right. So, everyone, make it look like we're supposed to be looking at this damn ship, all right?
Okay.
Yes.
Walk with
Purpose.
style and purpose. That's right.
Surely good.
We're gonna wander over to that there ship.
Okay. It is your standard freighter, very similar to the Steel Aurora that you up until recently you had. The airlock is closed, and there is a keypad on the outside as normal, as you'd expect.
By the sake of the keypad, does it look like it could be taken off?
Yes, it's only fixed very loosely to the wall. It could be unscrewed and taken off.
I'd like to unscrew that and then see whether I can hotwire that door to open for us.
Okay, unscrewing the panel is straightforward enough. For hot wiring, I'm going to ask you for a series of checks now, and I take it the rest of you guys are keeping watch.
Yep.
Well, I will hope so.
Okay then.
Right.
Let's start with Birch then. Birch, make me an intelligence technology check, please.
Will do. That's a 15.
Okay, so you start working away at it. It looks like it might take a while for it to bypass. It looks like it's been locked down quite tightly.
There's something juicy on board.
First attempt will take about 10 minutes. Make me another attempt.
Righto. And that one's gonna be 13.
Okay, you think you're starting to get somewhere as the wires suddenly starts wires. You can see where the wires are leading. You can see where the connections are, so you can start taking them to pieces. Could the rest of you make perception checks, please?
All right.
Perception.
Oh, can I get my dizzy out?
You can get dizzy out if you wish. Yep.
I get dizzy out. I get dizzy
Perception.
out.
There we go.
Where exactly is perception on this?
It's down. All the skills are down the right-hand side.
Oh.
It's the one underneath intelligence.
You got like accuracy, communication, constitution, dexterity, blah blah blah, and then you got perception. There we go.
Okay, so Kira doesn't really see anything. Brickev, you don't see anything. Kiri looking at Dizzy's camera. Dizzy, from what Dizzy sees, no one's paying you any attention. And Ares, you can't. From what you can see, nobody else is looking over you. Nobody else is. Everybody else is just going around their normal business.
Good, good.
Bert, can you make me a further intelligent? Can you make me another check, please?
Will do. That's a 17.
Okay. Because A, you completely aced that check, and B, you got a 6 on the drama die. I'm gonna say you click a few wires, you undo a few connections, and the door slides open.
Sorry for the slams, guys.
Right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set down Sparky to keep watch of the door.
Okay.
And after that, I'm going to head on in.
Okay. The interior of the ship is like every other ship you've seen. Bridge is upwards. Engineering is downwards. You're coming in about the third or the fourth deck.
Sorry, I forgot to mention one last thing. I screwed the panel back on.
I like it. I like it.
Anyway. Right, so where should we check first?
So,
please, Rosebud, is there any
Look at their
do
emails and everything. Checking their database or something.
but where would those be?
the kind of the computer around somewhere, ain't there?
You probably best go up towards the bridge then for that.
Right, why not keep an eye on that side of things, obviously with the techie side of it. Do you guys want to try and find out if there's any solid evidence around this place? Split up and meet back?
Of course.
I got Sparky to give me a proximity alarm if he spots anything coming this way.
Yeah, I've got dizzy.
Right, you are. Okay, everyone, break.
Okay, I will start with who wants to go first? Birch or everybody else?
Well, I've been doing a lot, so why don't you get everyone else going?
I'm going to start with everybody else. So you guys start searching the ship, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Make me what's an appropriate check for this? Bear with me.
What would be perception?
Fighting.
It'd be perception. Yes, it's going to be fighting. You fight the ship. Let's see if there's. Yeah, it's going to be perception checks. If you got any focuses in perception, use them as well.
Intuition.
That'll be fine.
14 for Kira and
11.
9 on Dizzy. Dizzy can't see shit right now.
Okay, so Kira, you get some stunt points for that. I think there are investigation stunts you might want to have a look at.
Alright, let me grab that up. I've got so much tabs, guys. It's ridiculous.
Roll 20 does
Investigation
get very
stunt.
tabby.
General combat stunt 1. Investigation.
Base combat there's general exploration and investigation,
Alright.
so page 4.
History.
And there's a general exploration as well if you want to look at them as well.
General exploration stunts. That's what I'm on. How many do I have? Just one stunt. No, wait, hang on. How many do I have?
You
I
have
have 6.
6.
Yeah, you can do practically anything on the fucking list.
Let's see. Core, general exploration stunts, addition time, play dirt, speed demon. Put your test in half of the time it would otherwise take. On the other hand, if you succeed leads or combat within roll.
So not in combat at the moment, so that probably be a good one.
Core, when a plan comes together. You feel this as part plan all along. Granting a bonus equal to SP spent on one sailor's next. What about frugal? You used only one unless to get the job done. Saving resources.
Yeah, that's not an income test.
Speed demon.
Speed demon. Yep, you can use speed demon. That's 2 points. Got 4 points left. And have a look at some of the investigation stunts as well, because some of them are quite useful.
Doing. Breakthrough. You gain not only information from some intrusive proof, symbol reduce the number of leads on the path by 1, jumping into further points. 2. I won't be able to dig that. Down the rabbit hole. If this lead to reveal the GM for a brand new lead about a subject. Rabbit hole sounds good.
Okay, so you're doing that one for 4. Okay, so Kira, you find as you're searching, you search the crew quarters, and it looks like the even though the crew manifest said there were only 3 people on the crew, it looks like there have been more than 3 people here.
Okay.
It looks like they've been transporting quite a lot, and it looks like they've been transporting quite a lot, and you actually find some signs of that they've been tied up.
Kinky bastards.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know.
So it looks like people have been here against their will.
Got it. No, I say that to the team.
Very well. Brickev, you don't really find very much. Maybe you find another couple of magazines of your favourite kind.
Yep. Shove them in the bag.
Is it porno? Is it porno again?
Fine. Gives Kira porno.
Thank you very much.
Ares, you're looking specifically for something related to Dr. Seri. You don't really find very much. Actually, no. I'm gonna say you find a pen that you recognise as being his.
Hello. You look familiar.
It's one of those ones you turn it upside down, the lady's clothes come off.
Wow. It's got a picture of a troll on it with bright pink hair.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh yes, this definitely looks familiar.
And Dizzy just buzzes around, not finding anything very much.
It's out of charge, so it's like no.
So yep, so you've definitely found evidence of something funny going on with this ship, and that's Dr. Seri may have been here. Bert, let's turn to you.
Right.
Where is Bert then? Is he at the?
He's up on the flight deck trying to look into their computer.
Hacking in.
With a technology check, please.
All right. 16.
Boop.
And you find it quite easily the navigational charts of where the Ebenezer hazard has been. Do you want to look at anything in particular?
Well, I want to try and find a discrepancy upon his flight path. So it's obviously been going to some extra place, or something's been happening in there.
So you look through and it's quite extensive. They do quite a lot of business. So you see lots of trips from Tycho to Ganymede, Tycho to Luna, Tycho to Titan. But occasionally, you see one of the deviations. It goes out. They all go out, the 2 or 3 deviations, and they go to the same place. They go to an asteroid, and it's labeled on the chart as Herculina.
Asteroid Herculina.
Herculina, yes.
Okay. Now that seems fishy. Now, according to those flight paths, considering this is well documented as well, do they seem to be around the time of the missing persons?
Yes, they do.
I think we've got ourselves one nice, shiny clue. Is there anything else which I can find on this computer which could come in handy for us to know about?
Lots and lots of money coming in. In fact, no. In fact, In fact, I'm going to change that. What I'm going to say is they have like what the standard rate for courier services is, but you see that occasionally there's huge spikes of money coming in.
Once again, wouldn't be too surprised if they're around the same time. I have a feeling that we've got ourselves a smuggling company. People smugglers as well. But I have a feeling I know where these scientists are now. And where they're making those troll dolls.
Here we go again.
It will never end.
All right, guys. I'm presuming we have comms to each other.
You do, yes.
All right, guys. I found some interesting information.
So do I. But you already know that one, I think.
Well, I have a feeling that we might want to be making our way out to an asteroid Herculean.
Cool.
Okay.
Good go then.
Well,
So
you
you think
All right, one last thing which I'm going to do is I would like to have a fiddle around with the mechanics on this here ship. I want to make it so that it won't start, and it's not too easy to fix.
okay?
Also, make it look like it wasn't being. I don't want it to look like it's been tampered with. I want it to look like it's just accidentally happened.
Make me a. Let me see. What intelligence things you have? Because let's see.
I have intelligence technology.
Okay, intelligence technology. Give me a technology.
I do have crafting, but I don't think that's going to help. Never mind, I don't know.
We'll go with a technology check.
Righto. Yeah, it's a 12.
You think you do a good job of putting everything back into place?
All right. Okay, guys, let's go. When we leave, make sure to close the door.
Okay. And once again, the people around don't seem to be taking any interest. They're just going around their jobs.
That's it. Just walk with purpose.
From what you,
away,
you suspect actually that they don't really care about what happens to the ship because from what you might be able to tell, the company is based out of Earth and these are belters, and you know how that goes.
Fucking nervous.
On your way back to the Stella Draco, you see a familiar face. You see the same girl that you saw before. Only this time she's watching you. Only this time she doesn't run away.
All right.
what you looking at?
If you keep staring at us, we're going to start charging.
On it. Guys, come on.
I go up to the girl. Okay, girl, what's your problem?
I just indicated the you better go fucking following her.
Kira, nicely.
The girl
Still
says,
staring at the girl.
Are you looking to the missing people?
Looks just expat a bit. Looks up, but
Yeah. Yes, we are. Do you know something about it, darling?
Some of my friends have gone missing. My boyfriend Pedro Wang, he went missing a few weeks ago. No one's been able to find him. I tried reporting it, but they don't care about us belters. Really worried
Oh,
about him.
that's
Well,
yeah.
don't you
I
worry.
know
He's
the
not the only
feeling.
one. A few others have gone as well.
We've heard the rumors. And don't you worry, if nothing else. We do care about you, Belters. We care about everyone. We want this world to be safe. We want all the worlds to be safe. Live in harmony and such. Well, that as well, but that's not as important right now. Is there anything you can tell us about these disappearances?
They just said they've been offered a lot of money to go with the security people, and then we just never saw them again.
I see. Your boyfriend, what did he do?
He was just a dock worker. There's nothing special about him. He's just a normal dock worker.
Wow. Nothing special about him. Oh, my boyfriend, nothing special about him.
I don't know why anybody would want to take him.
It's fine. We won't tell your boyfriend that you said all this shit.
Prekov, no, I'm sure he has other qualities.
She's the one saying he has none.
Prekov. We're dealing with a missing person here. Perhaps a little bit of kindness is a good idea.
Hey, Bert, we're dealing with a missing person. Maybe a bit of levity?
We're just gathering information, and we can carry on from there, all right? All right, then. Now, is there anything else that you might be able to tell us?
Don't think there is. No, please, if you find him, bring him back.
You have no fear about that right there. We will definitely be bringing people back. Now, for the time being, you go and take care of yourself, all right?
Thank you, I will do.
All right. Now, we have an asteroid to go and find.
Okay, so you go to your ship. No, you're gonna have to use your imagination with this a bit, guys, because
Still remember this.
just pretend it's rainbow coloured with a dragon painted over the front.
How the hell did they draw a bigger dragon? Why did they? I told them to paint over the dragon, not to paint a bigger one.
Is that a hamster? Why are they drawing a hamster?
Is that meant to be a hamster? It just looks fuzzy.
It's something fuzzy. I think it could be a gerbil.
I see a guinea pig.
I mean, the guinea pig's it's pretty much the right size for the guinea pig.
Whoa. Have you taken a look at the other side? Someone's painting a troll doll.
Oh my god!
Okay, so you punch up the course to Herculina, and you see it's going to take you just over a week to get there.
Ah, fucking hell.
So we can just fast forward through that time if you want, unless you want to do something else.
One thing.
Well,
Kira.
Joe's just hid away into her and Bert's room.
I was going to say, I suddenly noticed that. Kira, what are you doing?
No.
Kira, honey.
Nothing.
Yeah, the last time you said you were doing nothing, so. Now, what is it?
Last time you were doing nothing, the entire hold was filled with pancakes.
I still don't know where you got those eggs from. All right, honey. I was trusting you. And if you're feeling down, I hope you feel better soon. If you need to talk, I hope you know that you can You can reach out to me. I'll listen. All right, honey. You take your time. Oh, for God.
So while this is going on, Erez, what are you doing?
Standing there with a deadpan expression on my face with egg all over me.
See, I told you I was a good shot.
Then I just look into his face as if I'm a character on The Office.
Brilliant.
Oh, dear God. Did you ask him if he was a good shot?
Hmm.
Hey, I used a fresh egg this time.
Oh, dear God.
And so
I'm just watching my political aspirations going down the drain here.
oh boy.
Anything can have a good spin. Anything can have a good spin. Just remember that.
And so 7 days of this passes.
Where do you keep finding the eggs?
I have them hidden all over the ship.
And eventually you find sorry, Brian.
I say, there are eggs in my pillowcase.
Wow.
There's no filling in this pillow, just eggs.
Oh, eventually, you approach Hercules Station, and you can see it's a large asteroid, maybe 260 kilometers across. Not quite spherical, but it looks very blocky. It looks like it's spinning as well.
It was almost egg-shaped.
Okay, screw it. It's egg-shaped. And you can also, and it's also spinning as well around its axis.
And looks like a troll.
From one angle it looks like a troll, the other correct.
You know what, Jeff? You know when you actually do the video, you have to change it to eggs and trolls. Expanse, colors for the eggs and trolls, and that's literally what you have to do.
Yes.
Oh boy.
It's happened now. This is happening now, guys.
We're now with this is now the ship of eggs and trolls.
You can.
As you approach the asteroid, you see it spinning. You see what look like two ports that look like look like ships can dock there, and one of them has a ship there already.
Dare they take our lucky spot?
And you also you've got one free port, one port that's taken, and you also look out and you also can see on the scanners what look like vents across the surface of the asteroid.
Right. We need to handle this very carefully. We don't know what kind of operation is going on down there. Does anyone have any ideas on what we should do?
Kira's still in the bedroom. Hasn't left.
Did we get the names of the people who... Well, then again, we don't have their ship, so they probably won't fall for that.
Yeah, and that ship's not going anywhere for a while. We could say we've got an SOS situation going on. Make it so. You know, we require an emergency landing. You know, not trying to do nothing.
We just need
to have a port.
Yeah, we just need somewhere to kind of settle down and work.
Pretty much, yeah.
It might work.
You might be able to suggest some tools or something like that.
If we could try and think of something very specific that maybe they'd have.
Perhaps.
Like sometimes something's gone wrong with a particular part. We don't have it. Maybe they do. We could be willing to pay.
Yeah, that would certainly work. We need to come up with something, though. Perhaps just make it that we need assistance from them actually
Stop
physically
looking
doing
around the
something.
ship for something we can say is broken.
In the meantime, I'm gonna head back to mine and Kira's room. Kira, honey, how you doing in there? We've arrived. We're just deciding what on earth we need to do. But I've noticed that you haven't seemed to come out at all during this whole week. You all right? Oh dear. So, oh dear. Come here, you. Pull you into my arms, stroking your hair.
Oh.
Something happened? Trigger you off, my dear? Oh, I see. Well, that's what Bible said. We want to change that. We want to make unity. We want to be together, but it takes time. Well, I can certainly understand that. When we're young, in those case scenarios, I can certainly understand. Or as best as I possibly can, I know that I came from a very different background. The fact of the matter is, I can see your worth. And I know that every single one of them has worth. Every single person around has worth, has meaning, has purpose. It's just a case of finding it. I can see stars in your eyes.
That's gay.
The infinite potential.
She
And all
actually
you
says
gotta
that.
do is achieve it. Take it, grasp it. Take it for your own.
Oh, aren't you a romantic sop?
Is this still Bert talking here, by the way?
This is
Yeah.
still Bird talking,
Just
yeah.
making sure. So, guys, do we have a plan? do you have a plan of...
You were supposed to be finding something to break, not shooting eggs.
And by the way, Bricker, not Bricker, but actually, Kira, you actually see 3 eggs on the windows and like pens where she's actually drawn little smiley faces on the egg.
Ares is just sitting down at a table with meatloaf on a fork, and he's just got this same deadpan expression on his face. He's down for a couple of moments, and then he just puts the meatloaf that's currently on his fork in his mouth.
Is
but-
Eris actually like what he looks like on the picture that you have? Is that
Mhm.
literally him?
Mm-hmm.
No.
guys.
Right.
Asteroid plan.
Bring
Asteroid plan.
Yeah.
Finding something that looks
Right.
broken. Okay.
Okay. Did you manage to find something to break which won't destroy the ship?
What would I roll to do
You know
that?
what? You know what? I have an idea. But you're bashing away at the panels on the ship, which is gonna do nothing, and shooting eggs again. I tell you what, I'm gonna go to the navigation center.
You're the one who did not specify.
I'm gonna go and rip out our navigation center. I'm
Okay.
gonna say that it has sustained a bit of damage thanks to an accident. Has to be taken out. And damage by which I'm gonna be I make a pot of coffee and pour some over it. After I've ripped it out, so it's been covered in water. we've managed to sort out everything else better. So we now have navigation, do we? You see, we require the navigation to find other locations to go to. We luckily happened across this meteor, didn't we?
Sure.
Good. I'm glad we have a plan and we're all understanding it. Now,
Fantastic.
key element to this plan, absolutely vital, is that we do not shoot X while they ask what's going on. Do we understand each other?
Nods.
Just to
So,
sorry, just to interject here a point. Remember in the last session you got some suits of medium armor and some extra weapons as well. If you want to use those.
My plan is that effectively I would try and be I'll make it look like that we're not meant to be nothing. I'll be the one who'll step out, not wearing anything. If you guys want to wear armor, make yourselves a bit more buff and ready for a fight. Just in case.
100% wearing armor.
I'm gonna wear some armor.
Okay.
And
There you go.
gun-wise, I don't think I can't remember what we got gun-wise.
I think your weapons are okay. I think your weapons are okay. It's mainly armor I'm looking at. So I'm just
Yeah,
upgrading.
I would want some armor, but my gun is pretty good at the moment. So
Armor. Okay. Do you want a rifle, Kira?
Yeah, I'll have the rifle.
Good. I'll just stick a rifle on.
this is my rifle. This is my
I'm
gun.
still doing my D&D game.
Hey, I'm just curious, but why were you going, oh no, when you asked about the picture?
The fact is that it's a guy with hair that I never seen before. I was like, oh no. Oh no, so what the fact is that he has a deadpan.
I must admit, when it comes down to it, it does seem like your character is from the wrong century.
The fact is that he has a very
I think he looks glorious.
Okay, just busy putting people's things on. So the armor that you have will increase your armor value to 4, but it will reduce your dexterity by 1.
I am fine with this.
So you guys will get armor. Just your rifle as well. And your rifles, for you guys that I'm adding it to, they are fine rifles. They will add +1 to your to hit bonuses.
Cool.
Right, before we go out, can you remind me, on their usual route, what would be the closest location they'd normally be headed to?
Let's say it probably might be Ceres asteroid base. Ceres
asteroid.
Yep.
All right. In which case, I think it's about time we go and say hello.
Hello.
Take us in.
Minute, guys.
It's me.
Now, is it me you're looking for?
I've been in California dreaming.
Now, I told you many a time, but you should stop calling this number.
Hello from the other side.
What do you mean? Are you outside again?
Okay, back. So, what are you doing?
Backs.
Back. I'm back. What are you doing?
He is back.
Ah,
Only
right.
backs now.
What I say?
I mean, you gotta
ain't
think
no
about it,
backs.
Benny. The fact is that you've got Bert and backs. Thinking it's Benny. The BBB.
Bert, talk to me.
Right.
Birdie.
So we're not gonna fly in and take up that empty location spot.
Right. The radio crackles into life. Unidentified ship. This is a restricted space. Please leave immediately.
No.
This is the Stella Drakov, and I'm afraid that is not possible. I'm afraid we require assistance as soon as possible. We have a malfunction. Our navigation is down. We require assistance bringing it back online so we can go anywhere else.
Stella Draco, that is your problem, not ours.
Dickhead.
With no offense, we need to land and we need to We are coming down. We don't mean any harm by it. Indeed, we need assistance. Pay.
Still at Drakau, you will be met by some of our security guards. Do not obey what they say. Do not deviate.
Do not obey what they say.
Obey what they say. Do not deviate.
Thank God for that. Right you are. We will follow those orders.
Put your guns down! Pick up more guns? What?
So
Put the radio down.
So at the airlock, what's happening at the airlock?
At the airlock, I will be there myself. I don't want to make it seem like we've got a huge army. On the other side of things, I want the rest of you guys waiting just behind and out of view, just in case.
You're a good girl, Bella.
And you guys are heading towards the back of the airlock.
Hello, Bella.
Suddenly I found a dog and I'm petting it.
Hello, Bella.
I didn't know they had a dog on this other side. That's so cute.
Very well. In that case, here and let's take you over to Herculina Station.
Alright.
There we are.
Gonna say, where are we?
Towards the bottom.
There.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
And you all see.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I can see.
I'm just dancing.
I should move the.
Deja vu, I have been to space before. Oh, there we are.
I was gonna say, there is a downside to your token there,
Oh,
Brian.
Jesus Christ.
When it's shrunk down, that mustache of yours doesn't look mustache anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? I can't even see where the token is.
It's here.
The fact is that me and Sean is just like returning our
I'm
icon.
sorry, but what does the mustache even look like to you?
They look like really odd lips. If anything, you look like a very old pop singer. On the female ones, but not looking quite right.
Oh dear. Anyway, airlock in front of you, Bert.
Yes. Right. Once again, you know the plan. Stay out of sight, just in case. I open up the door, keep my hands up high.
Okay. Door opens up,
Wait,
I step out.
oh my god!
and you see two security guards standing behind it,
I feel Jenica son.
and they don't.
Hello there.
Greetings. I would like to kill you now, everyone.
Who's talking?
No one.
Right. Hi. Pleasure to meet you.
Are you the ship that's been in trouble?
Indeed we are. If you might come inside, it can show you that comes down to our navigation. I don't suppose you have a technician who might be handy.
Follow us. Do not go anywhere else. Start moving
Right,
up.
you are.
And
You're gonna have to move my icon, Jeff. I'm kind of writing at the moment.
so they're going to. So you're going to move quite a bit.
Oh, warp speed.
Yeah. Oh,
There is
sorry,
just blackness in front of me.
There's a door there.
Cross
Which
the
is open.
threshold.
So this room in front of you, you just pass through a airlock cargo bay. This room looks like a rec room. There's a table in the middle with chairs around it. There's another guard there. He looks up. Who are you guys?
Now, we had some malfunctions with our ship. Well, our navigation system. We require assistance in getting it back online. Otherwise, we can't go nowhere. Right.
Fine. Take him to the supply bay. So the guards will continue moving up. Door here will also open.
one fucking long corridor.
It is, yes.
I suppose it is a space station.
Make sure. And so they're going to stop. There's two doors here,
In the name of
and
love.
one of them has got security control on it. The other one's got supplies on it,
Stun Raz, motherfucker.
and they're going to open up the supply door.
I do what's right.
Opening up this supply cabinet here.
Excellent.
Is there anything here is what you're looking for in here?
Well, as I was saying,
Oh god.
you
I'm
might
at the end.
potentially have a technician of some kind of
Let's
map
bring it up there.
as well. But if you have a module for navigation, we'd certainly be obliged.
Yeah.
I can't find one here. We have to try in the main. We have to try and find it in the main bay.
Righto. Well,
Follow
you
me.
lead on there.
So again, bringing the wrong character. So again, they take you out, passing another security guard in the corridor. Here with it.
I'm just gonna whisper to Kira.
Mm,
Is your dizzy subtle?
yeah.
We might be able to gain some insight if we subtle.
Do you want me to put the drones down?
Yeah.
There's a Dizzy, Sparky.
No, did
This Dizzy Rascal and
And the
Sparky.
two guards have gone into another cargo bay up here.
Right, you are. Are there any vents Sparky could disappear
There's a
into?
few vents dotted around, yes.
I'd like Sparky to disappear into a vent and start looking around.
Okay, let's see what Sparky has. Can you make me a dexterity check for Sparky, please?
Do I have a sheet for Sparky?
You do, it's in allies.
Allies. Oh, yeah.
alas, Dizzy Sparker.
Right. Dexterity check. And that'd be an 11 with stunt points.
Okay, infiltration stunts,
Infiltration. Hold on, let's take a look. See.
page 4.
Thank you. Uh-huh.
Oh my god, Sparky, what are you doing to Ares?
what are you doing to Pearl? Perhaps.
Anything there useful?
I'll just see. Well, that one ain't gonna help as much.
There's also general exploration and the investigation around it.
Well, the other side of things is, first of all, will it? How is it? Does the 11 do it all right? Is that?
It seems fine.
Well, that's good to hear then. In which case,
Time to blow this place.
Guards are waiting
Well,
expectantly outside this doorway here.
right.
Also, point of interest for you: this doorway on this side has a hazard symbol on it.
Very nice. Well, for the sake of things, I was up furiously running two and two together. We will go with first of all, where the hell's that one gone? I'm sorry. There was one here which was take. Oh yeah, that's a point. Good instincts. Taking a look obviously up now in the pipes.
So,
So
where am I looking?
it gets to make a perception test. This is on page 3 infiltration. Sorry, page 4 infiltration stunts.
Yep.
Good instincts. Make a perception test using a degree of focus. GM's choice with the same TN as the test which you've just made to learn the most immediate consequences of. Basically, I want to know whether he knows which way things might be in those ducts.
Okay, make me a perception check then. With Sparky.
Roger. Come on, Sparky. That's an 11.
That is exactly the same one. Oh, I need to get another.
Exactly.
Do you want to use stun points for that, or do you want me to? Do you want to move on to the part where I tell you stuff?
11,
tell you
3
what.
stun points. 11, 3 stun points. 11, 3 stun points. 11, 3 stun.
I tell you what, for the sake of that, we'll use a lucky break. The test result now leads to a fortuitous putting 2 to 2 together later. Treat one irrelevant focus and it's a tangible part on your next test where you make to unlock a lead related to this test. So finding out where I'm going.
Okay, so Sparky
No,
scurries up into the ductwork. It skitters around for a moment, trying to find sources of noise, and you can see this is going to come out in here.
Interesting.
You guys see that?
Yeah.
I see a certain person.
I see 2 certain
I see 2 certain people.
Right. I think we're in an advantageous view.
You still have 2 guards here waiting impatiently at this cargo
Indeed.
door.
Right. My apologies.
Yeah, I better get up there or I'll start talking to them.
This is the cargo
Oh.
bay here, yeah. Well, we don't want to go just rummaging straight for. Do you have anything in here which is navigation?
I'm just a security guard. I don't know what's. I imagine you know what to look for yourselves.
Well, that's very true, but so long as you don't mind us just run.
As long as you're here and gone within a very short time, fine.
Oh, certainly. Well, come on, guys. Let's come and take a look. Come on, guys. Let's come in and take a look-see.
Okay. Wait.
Right.
On this crate.
Look up. I want you to do me a favor now. Find something that looks heavy, might be in the way of something. Convince them that you need their help to get it out the way. That way we can subdue these 2 without alerting too many of the others.
Okay.
You down for this?
So what do you want?
Dear God. Right. Find something heavy, ask for their help. After you've asked for their help, if they come in, we can try to subdue them. Do you understand?
Fine. Tries to find something that is heavy looking.
There's lots of crates around there. Looks like stuff that's just like been used spare. A strange device in the top left corner, which looks like it's a capsule with a glass panel on it. There's a crate. There's a likely looking crate that looks like it's about 6 foot across. Looks very heavy.
And it goes to that particular crate.
I'm going to say it's this yellow one here.
Oh, and then that crate there. Hey fellas, you need to help me with this.
They look at each other. That goes. Sorry, what do you want?
I require some help with this.
Make me a communication persuasion check.
Oh God. Communication.
Wait. have a plan, but I don't think it's gonna work. Because I have good in communication.
Well, Brickhead is the one who's calling out to them.
I am. So
Trying to persuade him one way or the other.
5 with 1 stun point.
What I will say to you as well, things to help you. If you wish to, you can spend fortune points to change the result of one of your dice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, but
Well, that's so yellow. Just say, kind of like, can you see that he's struggling?
Kira pretends to faint instead.
Oh dear God!
oh my,
You gonna
Oh my
medicate the
word, is she alright?
oh my word! Someone think of the baby.
Look, you got medical professionals on board here, right?
Fucking.
One of
We
the
ain't got
guards
time.
is going to wander in to see what all the fuss is about. You're going to stop
She
there.
ain't breathing. She ain't breathing. We need your assistance now.
Fine, we'll all pile in the same square. Hang on a minute.
We'll all fucking get in here. Come on.
So if you go to the square left one, Bert. There we go. Yep. So they're both in there now. Look, we'll take it back. We'll take it back to your ship. We'll help you carry it back to your ship.
Good. That'll be mighty handy of yours. Right.
And can I do an attack now or a bit?
Yes, you can do an attack now. Then I'll call initiative.
Cool. I've got I think it's grappling.
Are you attacking with yourself or with Dizzy? What are you doing?
I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
Just on the floor having phages like again.
It's gonna go so badly. I'm really concerned that my plan will go bad. I don't know, brawling or grappling, guys.
Brawling will actually hit them, I think. Grappling is just going to hold them in place.
I'll brawl.
At least that's my understanding of the difference.
That sounds about sense.
Do I get any modifiers about this?
I'll give you a +1 because he's not expecting it. I have a +2 actually. +2. Expecting it. Fighting.
+2.
Woo!
Yate!
Like I said, show you.
17. That is absolutely fine, and you get 6 stunt points with it as well.
Oh gosh.
So
Let's do...
melee stunts, general combat
Where's
stunts.
my stunties? General combat, let's see. We want to knock him out, don't we? Not.
We want to knock him out, or we want to take him out of commission for the time being.
Is it melee stunts or general?
Both.
What's it called again?
General combat.
General combat stunts the ones to the right at the top, and there's melee stunts on page 2.
Okay, I'm on general combat stunt. How many do I have? 6.
Quite spectacularly, you have 6.
Knockout. Let's see if I can do it. No, that's only if I have half of it.
Yeah, if your target's lost half or more of their fortune.
Shock and awe. When you succeed a non-attack physical feat to take on an opponent out, anyone who witnessed will roll willpower. No. Vicious blow.
Vicious blow is an extra 1d6. Yep.
Yeah.
Left for 2. You got 4 left.
Knockout.
Do the vicious blow first, and then we'll see what the result of that is.
Okay, that's a 1d6, isn't it?
So it's and plus your normal damage, which is. So do your unarmed attack first.
Hang on, there we go. Where's my unarmed attack? Here we go.
Yep. So expand it and roll
No
damage.
modifier?
No modifiers. 5 and roll another 1d6 on top of that.
Ella, stop it. 1.
1.
So that's 6. So I'm going to take it off this card here. So what's this guy's? That's knocks him down to 3. So that knocks him down. His fortune down by 3 because he had 3 toughness.
If your target has lost half or more of their fortune, your attack imposed.
He has not lost half of his fortune, sadly.
Shock and awe, exposed, vicious blow again, wound. If your target has. Oh, that's 5 though. I can't. What's the initiative?
That'll be moved to the top. So when we do initiative, you move to the top. You get the top of the initiative order.
Group tactics. Injure. If your target has lost half or more of his fortune, which it hasn't. Knock prone.
Prone, knock your enemy prone. Okay, so
I just knock him prone.
you knock him prone.
You got like 2 more if you want to use something on the well.
Well, I have to do it on the other guy, wouldn't I?
You're attacking this guy, so everything you do is against this guy. Moments.
Yeah, so I just knock him prone. That's it.
Okay. And with that, I think we're going to call initiative.
No!
Yeet.
Right.
I can't remember where initiative is.
It's right at the top underneath your name.
I can't remember where it is. It could be anywhere by now.
I'm gonna roll initiative for my dizzy.
Oh, yeah.
13.
I don't know whether that's going to do anything. It's in the upper one.
Bert
Also has
got
some-
himself. What did Bert roll? Bert rolled.
Bert rolled 12.
Ares, what did Ares roll? 11.
Mm-hmm.
Kira rolled 14.
Mhm.
Well, that puts you at the top of the initiative order anyway. Rikev rolled,
13.
and Dizzy rolled 9.
Poorly.
9. Awful.
Okay. Go. So, Kira, it is your turn.
Okay.
You have a guard
Oh,
on
well.
the floor, wounded.
Elbow drop! Elbow
Elbow drop him.
drop!
Fine. Melee fighting attack.
As a brawling. So what? No modifiers?
He's prone, so I'll give you. Actually, he's on the floor, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you
Are
dead.
we-
I'm going to. There's another rule we haven't come across yet called dead to rights, which basically means if you've got no chance of missing, which he's on the floor, any damage you do bypasses his fortune and he goes straight to injured.
Sweet.
So,
Any
yeah,
modifiers?
no modifiers. So if this hits and you do damage and he gets past his toughness, he goes straight to injury condition.
14.
Yes.
And roll for damage. Modifier. 4.
That is
Okay.
just enough to injure him.
Yeet.
So you feel a bone breaking.
Curse snap.
Oh, dear.
Go. So he's on a -1 for all of his tests, and he's still prone. You want to move at all, or are you happy where you are?
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Very well. Other things you can do from because you're attacking him was your major action. You have minor action as well, which can be.
Can I do?
You can do ready. You can do stand firm to give you. These are on page 6 at the bottom of page 6.
I'll just do ready.
Okay, so you're readying an action. That's okay. Yep.
I'll get my gun out.
Next, Rikev.
Me? Little old me? Speed 10. So, can I get up to this motherfucker?
Yes, you can.
Maybe.
So, I'm going to get up to that motherfucker. Quack! And I'm going to try to smacky poo him.
Yep. Just so you know, these squares are 1 meter by 1 meter, so they are. You can
So,
easily do that, yeah.
right, so if my speed is 10, I can move 10 of those. Right, there you go then.
You have a knife as well, don't forget.
I do have a knife, but the idea was to not kill them as much as
Up to you.
it
Okay.
would be so much easier to just kill them. So I'm going to attempt to brawl with no modifiers. 9.
It's not enough, I'm afraid. The armor is slowing you. The armor would slow you down a bit, and he just ducks out of the way. That's your minor and your major. Very well.
Then I will move slightly away from him.
You can't move slightly away from him, I'm afraid.
Why not?
You have to you have to move in full or complete your movement and then take your attack.
No, I have that little thingy that makes it so I can move after my attack.
Oh, attack your awareness.
Yeah.
Carry on then. Forget what I just said.
So yes, I run in, try to hit him, and I move away.
That's fair.
to allow Ares a chance to get in if he needs to.
Bert.
Right. Well, I feel like we might be out of the way of conversation, talking this one out. So I'm going to try and take my knife to his throat and hold him against me.
Okay.
Hold him close.
This is going to be a. You say you're holding him against you, so you're grappling him.
So I'm going to try and grapple him, but knife against his throat.
Okay, so this is a stunt attack. So this is a roll and attack test as usual. A successful test awards you 1 SP of the type appropriate for the attack, but the attack itself inflicts no damage.
Right, what am I hitting to try and do the attack?
It'll be a fighting.
Fighting?
Fighting.
Where's that fighting got to? Go. That's a 12.
Yep, that hits. Definitely hits. And you get 1 stun point as a result of that because it's a stunt attack. And funny enough, there's a grappling stunt section.
Right, you are. Which section is that one?
Page 1.
Oh, there we go.
So you can either reduce his damage or grapple him.
I'm going to go to grapple him.
You and your target make opposed fighting grappling rolls. If you win, they can't move from where they are on the next turn. So I need another fighting check from you with grappling if you have it.
I haven't got it, but I'll go for. Okay, so he's got 14 to beat.
He doesn't beat it. And you got 5 stunt points as well if you want to spend them. Again on grappling.
Let's see.
He's getting it says you and the target both take a -2 defense penalty. They can't move. So if you want to, or you can just let them go if you can't.
It's all right. So I hold on to it.
If you grappled him, so you've done that stunt, and says they can't move, but you and the guard are taking a -2 defense until the beginning of the next turn.
Right. In which case, I'm going to try and take him down.
Okay. What are you doing with it?
Well, with the grappling stunt takedown, that means that you and your target make opposed fighting grapple. If you win, your target falls prone. Your target gets an additional 1d6 and can't stand up until you do.
Okay, so do me another.
And actually, yeah, I've got.
Do me another fighting check.
Yeah, let's go for it.
What's it, Bella?
He's 13 to beat.
He matches. You don't manage to take him down.
Yeah, well.
Son of a bitch.
But you are both at -2 for your next for the next attack against for the start of your next turn, and he can't move.
Right, that's at least something.
Ares.
Do I have my knife to his throat?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have my knife to his throat?
Yes, you do. We'll say you have your knife to his throat.
That's good.
Ares.
I'll shoot the one right in front of me with my pistols.
Okay, that hits. So it's this guy here. He's at -2 anyway, but that definitely hits. Is it the one that Bert is holding, or the one that's on the ground?
Bert, the one
That's what
And-
you win,
the one on the right of Bert on the.
The one I'm holding.
Okay, I'm gonna mark him as being
Bella.
restrained.
What are you whinging for, girl? Sorry about the noises, guys. My dog's whinging.
Oh. Okay, that's okay. So, yep, you get 3 stunt points. So you can either look at the general stunts on page 1 or the gun stunts on page 2. And you have
You
3.
want one at the desk?
You have 3 stunt
One
points to
doesn't.
spend.
Who won?
Don't
Go
believe it's
on.
an automatic.
What? Wait.
If you want me to make a recommendation, there's vicious blow for 2 stunt points on the first page.
Sure, that one.
Okay, you're at range, so I'm going to say you're not dead to rights because you're at range on this. So, yeah. So in your character sheet, expand the pistol. Press the little plus button next to the pistol and press roll damage.
The little what button?
There's a plus minus button.
Next to pistols?
That's the one. Yep.
There isn't one
Oh
on
no, on the
mine.
left-hand side.
Yeah, not next to pistols, next to the pistol. Like underneath your name, there's origin, background, blah blah, blah, attacks, and in attacks
for
there should be a
damage?
pistol.
Yep.
Yeah.
No bonuses.
9.
And if you're taking vicious blow, roll an extra d6.
So slash roll 1d6.
Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Wham!
So he takes 12 points of damage, blasts through his remaining fortune, and now he has to roll a 1d6. He takes a wounded condition, and he has to roll a 1d6, see if he can soak up the remaining 4 points of damage. Flash roll 1d6. He is out of the fight. What do you wish to do to him, Arius? Do you wish to kill him? Do you wish to just have him knocked out of the fight?
Just knocked out.
Okay, so you shoot him in a way that he's unconscious but still alive.
That's handy.
Oh yeah.
Well, one down.
And next, it's the guard who's being held by Bert. So he's going to try and break free. So he's going to make a
The one who's currently
he can't move on his next turn, so that's it. He can't do anything on his turn. Actually, I'm going to make him. No, let's just say he can't do anything. So he's got your knife to his throat.
That's good. Stay right there.
He's currently just staying in the aggressive cuddle.
Dizzy. We have a Dizzy.
Dizzy rascal. Is Kira still BRB? I think she is. I think Tanya is still the BRB.
Yeah, I think it's still on BRB.
Well, Dizzy and Kira are up next.
Well, poop.
The other side of things, I'm going to be having to shoot off in just a second.
I think we are going to finish in a few minutes anyway. Once we finish this battle, we'll have a to be continued on this one.
I think that's a wise idea.
I was expecting this adventure to last like a couple of sessions anyway.
Oh, well, that's handy.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right then, because it is. So...
Yeah, at least we ain't too far away from seeing a troll friend as well.
Oh God, not the troll friend.
Well, it's one thing to find your troll friend; it's another thing to get them out alive.
Oh, that's true. I don't like to think it like that, but it's true. Let's see. I want to see. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm gonna share a picture of my friend, the one which I think looks like the other chap. He's kind of dressed up as Piccolo, but hopefully you get a picture. Just zoom in on his face when
There's been a picture shared.
Zoom in on the face. You'll see.
What, the green guy?
Green guy.
Okay.
Just imagine now a white wig on top of that.
Well, you need to find. You need to get a picture of Dr. Siri or whatever his name is, Siri, and show him.
That's
and
your,
get
that's your next cosplay, Ben.
him,
Dr.
and get
Seri.
him to do that for a cosplay.
Dr. Seri is the next cosplay.
Oh dear
Oh,
God.
right.
The one of the most obscure cosplays you could possibly do.
Have you seen the majority of my cosplays? That's pretty much what I do.
Oh,
I have Super Mario, most of them. So I'm dressed as weird though.
well, you can't get more obscure as my cosplays because they're just me, just cosplaying me.
Yeah.
But by that time you were cosplaying Captain Gerbil.
Captain Gerbil.
You know, that time you were wearing the Gerbil shirt.
How dare you, such a gerbil! It is a guinea pig!
I think we're back.
Gerbil.
What you missed
Yeah, it's
was
your turn.
Ares shot the guard who was prone in front of you unconscious, and it's it's Dizzy's turn.
Dizzy is.
There is this guard here who has currently got Bert's knife to his throat.
I'm just gonna. Dizzy's just gonna stand right there and just keep an eye out for things.
That's fine. Make me a perception check for Dizzy, please.
Fucking try and get the goddamn thing. I have too many tabs out, guys. Too many.
Yep, it'd be like that.
Perception. 12.
Yeah, Dizzy doesn't see anything. The guard who is patrolling the corridor seems to have gone down the other end, and no one else seems to notice the ruckus going on in. With that, it is Kira's turn.
What are we gonna do with him then?
I say we strip him down so he has nothing to signal anyone else with.
Strip him
Yeah,
down.
we,
You gotta ask him to dinner first, honey.
Not like that, darling. I mean, I want to take everything so that he got a signal these guys that we can't see.
Alright,
we'll
strip
leave him his
down then.
dignity. He can have his underwear. That's fine. But otherwise, I think he'd gain advantage here. And I don't think he's going to mind. Otherwise, I think he's going to lose his friend yet.
That's fine. Let's just get what we need out of him.
Okay, so if you're doing that, are you going to knock him out, or is he going to still be standing, or what?
I reckon one of you needs to knock. Please.
I can knock him prone, but I need some stunts, don't I?
He's restrained, so we'll do the dead to rights thing again. If you hit him and do enough damage, we'll say he's knocked out.
Alright, what do I do then?
Fighting.
Alright, so I'll just use my brawling.
Brawl!
Yeah.
Any modifiers?
No modifiers. That'll do, and you get 6 stunt points as well.
And I'll do my knockout then, not prone thing out.
Okay. Just roll damage first. Let's deal with that.
Going.
So as he's being restrained by Bert, you come up to him and you just like punch him smack in the stomach, and he doubles over. He's just out of it.
Yate.
And with that,
Excellent.
yep. So he is now unconscious, and I take it. And what do you want to do?
I just let whatever he does to him.
I reckon it's about time that we take off all equipment from these guys, leaving that to their bare bones.
Okay, so they are both carrying a hand terminal, light body armor, a pistol, a normal pistol, a normal rifle, a taser, and a Vector security uniform.
Don't tase me, bro.
Well,
I want a taser.
for the sake of one side of things, taking the uniform would be a bad deal. We can hide these guys afterwards. After we find the information which we want.
Okay.
me being a loud mouth, I'm probably not the best person to be dressed up like that. Pretty sure that. Then again, I suppose nice charisma and such for maybe. I'm going to stop bigging myself up here for a minute or two, but still.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I can take a look at that hand terminal, see if there's information we can get from this before they wake up. In the meantime, I also suggest we tidy yours up.
Yep.
Okay.
I do that.
Yep. You look through the hand terminals. It's mainly like guard shifts, duty rosters. A complaint from someone named Drake, who's apparently the overseer of this facility, complaining about stuff with the scientists. Saying the procedure hasn't taken hold with some of them.
Let's see.
And with that, I think we're going to draw the session to a close. We're going to have a to be continued on this. So we shall do what we usually do. Let's go around asking what the best moments of the evening was, and you're not allowed to say troll.
Damn it.
Bert, Ben.
Well, to be honest, I think my favorite was breaking into that ship. So taking off the panel and then slowly going for
I agree with
breaking
that.
it so nicely.
That was good. Kira, Annie.
Kira having a bit of a backstory playing around.
I'm interested to see where that goes. I haven't really done anything with backstory, so I'm interested to see what you got in mind for that.
Well, the thing is that the fact is that you put background as exile and social class outsider.
I can see that, yeah, and you've taken that and started to run with it. That's good. I like that.
Hey, I've been trying to be a politician.
Sean.
Well, my favourite part was the kind of not quite goblin, but some sort of other mythical creature.
God damn it!
Oh,
No, my favourite part was
Shooting the eggs.
shooting the eggs was fun because I could just put that in anywhere. But so we've had the breaking into the ship. We've had I quite liked. I mean, it may sound pretty boring, but I quite like the kind of the interaction with the mechanics and stuff at the start, and then when the Mormons came, and it's just like it just felt quite real. Like we were in the middle of other shit, and then suddenly, we're approached by, and the way that Bert like immediately like, no, we're not interested.
I do need to ask that.
I love that.
Were they actually Mormons, or was that because I made that remark?
No, they are actually Mormons. Mormons are a thing.
Oh my god.
It's
guys.
The whole thing is like pretty much the entirety of book 1 is about the Nauvoo incident. So yep. And finally, Brian. Brian, what?
I'd say I have a few. I'd say maybe the ogre, the eggs, and Aries' inconsistent accent, which seems to fluctuate between an attempt at British and a Southern accent. It's like Bert's accent is rubbing off on him at some points.
Yeah.
Very.
Let's see. I just like the way that you guys are starting to use things like using your drones and using your abilities for other things, basically, like sending your drone in to scout the place out. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Admit it, Jeff. You really liked the monstrous hairy.
Yes.
Of course,
I'm gonna start leaving them lying around now, I think. Or
yeah, just like little Easter egg. Just find the troll in this map.
With that, I'm going to move over to the credit screen to look at upcoming streams. So tomorrow evening, John is joining a few other peeps. I think you're in this as well, Tanny, aren't you? The Civilization 5 World Domination.
Civilization 5, where we get to play certain civilizations of our, basically
have I got this right? You have to be very nice to Gandhi.
No, don't be very nice to Gandhi. Be a complete dick to Gandhi.
Also, the fact is that beware of Incans, because they could definitely be pissing you off and you will start a war with them.
Following that, on Thursday, myself, John, and hopefully Michael are taken to space again in Elite Dangerous, where I've picked up some new toys. hopefully lots of things blowing up. Friday, our good friend Scar is leading another helpless troop of Greek heroes through the journey of the immortals.
What are you talking about? They will have Glaukos!
I'm a
And they will
sailor.
have me.
On Sunday, the Tomb of Annihilation crew have a new problem to deal with in the form of 2 Bodaks and a maze, and it's all going to be very interesting to see how that turns out.
They're doomed.
Possibly. Next Monday, Minecraft Mondays, possibly more shenanigans with railways and stations and transportation. And notes coming up in March, we have MCM Birmingham. Some of us are going to be there. If you're there, do say hi. And I think that's it for announcements.
Well, Monday.
For raids, I think we are going to go over to Internet Remix, who are doing their own Dungeons and Dragons. So, I've started the raid there. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Motherfuckers! There we go.